You know, I started this series with saying there's no going back now, but now we've reached the end. There truly is no going back. Greetings, one and all. My name is Lancer, and welcome to the end of Hunter x Hunter. The end of the anime, episode 148. And well, last time on, Gon reconciled with the reincarnated Kite, saying just like, you know what, you went through some crazy stuff to avenge me, and, you know, I guess we both need to train some more. And we went on our way, and Gon met back up with Killua and Alika, and we're here at the base of the World Tree, where Ging is waiting for us at the top. Unless he's not. I would expect it from Ging, but after all this time, I'm sure he's there. And we parted ways with Killua for now. Him and Alika are gonna be traveling around, and Gon and Ging deserve some alone time, because they've never had it. And well, I am stalling as long as possible. By the way, didn't point it out in the last couple episodes. I pulled out some stops, invested in some drip for the ending. Figured I had to. I mean, I did it for Attack on Titan, and this show has been similar to that with how it's affected me. Normally, I'm always wearing, you know, my AOT necklace, but you know, for this, I'm gonna keep it strictly Hunter x Hunter as we end it out here. I am looking for anything to say before we start, because once we finish this episode, I will be with everyone else who has been waiting 10 plus years at this point to see more of this show. And well, it's about time we reach the destination of this amazing journey. So, my friends, for one last time for this amazing series, let's get right into the episode. Sekai, that was One Piece. There's not going to be an opening, is there? Damn. I wish it was the other way around. I wish we didn't get an opening last time, but we did this time. Back on Whale Island. Oh man. Already gonna cry? Everything that led us to him. I will say Gon kind of got a little lucky with finding Ging this time, but it wasn't like a scavenger hunt. It just so happened like, oh, we're in the same place. But yeah, still, we did find him. Maybe he'll tell us. Catch me if you can. This is right before they departed. That was a sharp music cut. Past X and X Future, both at the same time. This is the oh yeah, a pseudo recap episode for the end. Perfect. Actually was a different show. The Hunter exam, my god. It even looks different. Hey, I technically predicted this would happen. Just like, oh yeah, climbing the stairs with a recap. The best parts. And the worst parts, yeah. Skipped some stuff there, but yeah, it's only what he witnessed. The most abbreviated part of the Chimera Ant arc. Well, it makes you remember just like, yeah, Gon wasn't super involved a lot in the Chimera Ant arc. I mean, obviously he was there, but I mean, it was more just for Neferpitou. Everything else, you never really got to see. Are we halfway? Maturity level 18. Hunter license. Not a word needs to be said. This is nothing, man. We started this series running through like a mile-long tunnel. Longer than that. We're just rock climbing. Yeah, we know who's up there. Dude, the quality of this episode already feels like it's the start of a movie or something. It's so different. Let me just instant transmission up there. Fucking spider monkey. See the curvature of the earth, goddamn. This is the kind of thing that's so tall, you gotta be wary of planes in this area. Have no oxygen up here either. Or well, I guess he would have a lot of oxygen because there's a tree. The tree of life. Everything is connected. Think there's someone who's climbed this tree without an end? I'm sure there is. There's crazy rock climbers. Trees are different, though. Oh, you poor man. How does help come? That's how. This reminds me of the tree part in Kashyyyk on Jedi Fallen Order. Is there just a big nest up there? What creature is nesting atop the world tree? The world bird. The fuck? Giant mochi balls. Where's the mother? Hunters and animals. Finally made it. Here we are at the literal top of the world. Bro probably did it in 2. We're in space, dog. We're in the atmosphere. Actual One Piece type shit. Nah. Who knows? What does that mean? That which lies beyond even this? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, remember the burial stuff. The ruins. Yeah, true. But what exactly did you want to see? Yeah. Just want to be explorers. You know, Satats took an interest at one point. Glory lies beyond the horizon. What's the truth? What to believe? Just chasing that feeling. Doesn't that sound familiar? Wasn't about the destination, but the connections and friends we made along the way. The boys. You know how hot that would be coming up? There's no ozone up there to protect you. It's not even fully grown. I don't think there was enough nutrition in this world to help it grow. Is that where he was before when we briefly saw him? Different Worlds? Are these trees what connect our world to something else? Our world is a lot bigger. Oh. This is Attack on Titan. What the hell? The world we're so used to. Tiny speck on this world. This is the real purpose of the hunters, is to protect against all that or something. I was thinking, it's just like, I just took it as just like, oh, the ants, they just evolved. I just didn't question it. Where did this queen ant really come from? Well, that's where they came from. Just this world, this truth the queen took with her to the end. That is insane. To get out there in that world? Well, that's the future. These fucking things on the back. How do we get there? After all this time. 道中を楽しんでる最中だ。お前の行き先が将来俺と重なるようなら、道草を楽しみ。Man, that's what we've been doing this whole time, to be fair, but also fighting for our lives. So that's what he's been chasing this whole time. I thought it'd be bigger. Wait, was that that's a fucking orca whale. I was like, what is, motherfucker brought back a whale? Your license, yeah. Finally came back to him. Which one was that from? We're only at the testing gates? Or is he just telling a bunch of different stories? Trading war stories, man. That warms the soul. After all this time. I was gonna say, I was like... Save the opening for the ending, you bastard. No, didn't get a picture with Ging. Oh yeah, their bet. One last time, man. You know, yep, to Netero, man. Look at these connections. This world that's been built. Okay, we're in a world too. Crystal Land. Was it like a live stream from up there or something? Still just... Where is this man? Huh. He's been collecting the eyes. Oh yeah, Goto, rest in peace. Surely we see Hisoka. Fuck you. What? It's a... What? What? Huh? Oh, what? Okay, so Goto is dead? Okay. I'm so confused. Why are we back here? Their bodies still haven't been recovered? Huh. Didn't think we'd get that. Wow. Surprised they haven't gone down there. Where's Hisoka? Oh, you son of a... Well... Well, that was Hunter x Hunter. Everything that is currently out. All of it. Of course, I know there's more. I have heard many a whisper and talk and everything about a dark continent, which I now understand what that is to an extent. We didn't see Hisoka at the end, which is weird because it's like the last time we saw him was he killed that guy and then nothing else. Only our friends, our true friends here. Figured we'd get at least something where he's like in an alley somewhere just like shuffling cards. Well, we got a little bit more of what Kurapika's up to, which he's gathering the eyes that you can find. Sucks seeing him so sullen, but yeah, he's doing his thing. I'm kind of worried whenever we pick up with that story again with Kurapika, but Leorio's doing his studying and Gon's back with the Chimera Ant crew again with Kite too. And Ging, well, we went our ways. And you know what? People have been saying just like, oh, well, brace yourself for the ending because it's like, oh, well, you're not going to get anything else probably ever again. Honestly, this has given me pause. I don't know if I'll actually go into the manga because that I truly know is not done. And the rumor is that like it might not ever be done, which is probably why there hasn't been any more of the anime because they're waiting for the author to fucking finish it. Because I know that was the thing because there was the original like 90s Hunter x Hunter that was made, which only went up to the York News stuff, I'm pretty sure. But then they waited a little longer and then they did the 2011 one, which went up to the ending here, which now if they do any more, it'll have to be whenever it ends. But Lord knows at this point, because I know that's been a meme that's persisted even before I've watched this. I know it's just like, oh yeah, the Hunter x Hunter hiatus will never end, but goddamn, man, what a journey. It felt like just yesterday when I started. I always knew, really, once I committed to doing Attack on Titan and finishing that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can do longer series just as long as I commit to them. And Hunter x Hunter was always one that's just like, yeah, one day I think I'll do it. Again, after I finished AOT, I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do that at some point. And well, here we are. It should be known that obviously by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, I believe it's August 8th. And just so you know how far I am ahead, it is currently May 14th. As I am recording this. We're just a little shy of 3 months ahead. Like on YouTube, we just started Greed Island, I believe. Those episodes just started coming out. And yeah, here I am at the very end. But of course, if you're over on Patreon, you'll see these as they've been coming out. For the YouTube only, I'm probably a different man by the time this is coming out. I now no longer have to tread lightly with anything that I look at with Hunter x Hunter stuff. I've already been like starting to listen to the soundtrack and whatnot just because like it's so fire. You know, looking at certain stuff, rewatching fights and episodes. So like my feed on stuff like kind of gets more Hunter x Hunter stuff. I'm like, oh, I gotta be careful with that. I've been pretty good up till now. Like everything has been a shock. Because again, despite how long this show's been out, I really knew very little about it. Other than like Gon and Killua just as character names. Nen just as a concept, but I never knew how deep it went. And also Hisoka as a character, I kind of knew what he was about. And just like the name of certain arcs as well. Like I knew like Chimera Ant arc and even like Dark Continent, but I just never knew how deep this went. Again, this has been a fascinating show to watch. Throughout my life, you know, I've loved shonen shows. You know, I've watched Dragon Ball. You know, I've recently started going through, well, not even recently at this point. This past year, I've started One Piece. But, you know, a lot of references have been made to that, which I've been able to connect it a lot with certain aspects. Just starting the show, like that opening thing, just being like, oh, monsters and all that. It's like, it's similar to, you know, how One Piece starts with its narration. You know, the world is kind of similar to Dragon Ball in that sense. It's gonna be a hell of a show to stew on. I mean, I've had the benefit of watching and then editing the episodes, so it's like I get to watch and then rewatch the episodes pretty much back to back. My biggest concern with starting a longer series like this is that I get burnt out on it quickly, but with this show that was never the case. It was always a treat to watch the episode and then immediately rewatch it through editing it. Like, it's been so fun. Definitely in terms of all the shows we've done on the channel so far, this might be the most fun show I've done. Just because AOT, like, though that's been my favorite show, like, that's just more because of, like, I love the tones, just the twists and turns of that show is unmatched. But this show had some of those twists and turns that were unexpected, but it just also was just so character rich. And the music, the animation, at times the art direction, like the tones and the story, like there was times where it was so heartfelt and wholesome, but then it would just turn so dark. Not what you'd expect from some of these characters. This is definitely going to be a show that ends up in my top of all time. And honestly, yeah, I feel in terms of its ending where it is for now, honestly, I feel fulfilled where we started the journey going after Ging. And though like we're parting for now, obviously, though there's bigger things on the horizon, the world has opened up again, similarly to Attack on Titan. We're just like, oh, we think that all of this one area is the world, but no, we're just this small little pocket on this grander scale of a world, which obviously opens it up to a lot more in the future. Honestly, it's no wonder the author hasn't ended it yet, because how can you? In theory, this could go on forever, but hopefully it's not like Dragon Ball, where it's just like, you know what? We say it's the never-ending story, but maybe we should end it at some point. There is no end of praise I can give to this show. Though, obviously, it's been divided amongst arcs. You know, we had the Hunter exam, Heaven's Arena, York New, Greed Island, Chimera Ant, and then the voting ending with the Zoldyck stuff here at the end. These 6 arcs, and even in between those, there were kind of like smaller arcs bridging one from the other. Like, it's all one back-to-back story right now, and honestly, though it's been nuts that seeing just like there hasn't been anything new for it for like 10 years, it's kind of fine. Like, I don't feel, at least for right now, of course, I will love to see more at some point. It's a good book, open book, closed. The book doesn't end with a solid period on the last word. It ends with an ellipse. And just with that narration of Ging at the end, just like cherish those connections that you make as we then go forward, you know? It's like that's been the whole point. Though it's kind of a meme in anime at this point, just like, oh, the friends we made along the way. This one truly was the embodiment of that. Without the friends we made along the way, we probably wouldn't be here. We definitely wouldn't. I didn't fully cry. I could have, but I truly was not expecting to see, as soon as we started going down into like why are we back here at Beijing? Like, why are we here? Oh, well, once we started going down into the tunnels, it's like, are we gonna see Komugi and Meruem's body? Like, yep, we did. Which I guess the only thing the hunters did when they got there was just they got the cocoons and they left. They got the refugees out, so they're just gonna be down there decaying, I guess, forever. I don't even know how to end this. I don't want to end it. I will say, my content has been kind of taking a hit lately in terms of other stuff I've been doing, just because I've been so focused on doing this show. Just because of how long it is and just how it's like, I could have taken my time with it and I've been fully justified. Again, we're like nearly 3 months ahead in terms of my daily release of these episodes. I can afford to take a break at times and do other stuff, but I can't. Once I'm locked into a series, I'm committed. That's why it's hard for me to do multiple series at a time, though that is something I'm going to experiment doing in the future. When it's a show this long and it's like, I just want to watch it. That's the main part of it, is like, I want to see it. I want to watch it. You know, I record, I edit, I record, I edit. I give myself time to stew with it before I move on. And well, I don't know how I can move on. It at least is a satisfying ending. It's not fully a cliffhanger. This is pretty much like the end of the beginning in a way. The end of the story that started it all. Meeting Ging, finding him. Now we go forward, you know. What's Gon's goal now? You know, I guess it's to try and get to the rest of the world. Meet back up with Kahlua, Leorio, do whatever we can. Have our connections, be friends. In terms of notes we've taken for this show, god damn, it has been about, let's see, we started here on the back of this page. So we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7-ish pages of notes, which of course is the longest, because this was of course the longest series I've ever done. A lot of notes, one for each episode, and well, I mean, I guess I say for now, the book is closed on Hunter x Hunter indefinitely. I don't know if it'll ever be reopened. Who knows at this point if it'll ever come back. I'm sure there's a plethora of videos and news which is like, Hunter x Hunter's coming back. It's like, yeah, sure. It's the same with Dragon Ball. Like, it's coming back this year, I promise. If it comes back, it comes back. You know, if I'm still around when it does come back, I'll be here. I'll do it. I'll react to it week to week, forever fucking long that takes. I'm a Hunter x Hunter fanboy, man. If it wasn't obvious enough. This beanie will forever be back there beside the cape, forever remembering this show, because how can we not, man? I started recording this series back in about end of February-ish, and it's mid-May now, so about 2.5-ish months it's taken me, which it feels like it's been longer, but it also feels like it hasn't been that long. I mean, just we've been so consistent with it. It's hard for me to ask, like, oh, what did you think of this series? Because obviously I'm not going to get that feedback for a while, but even still, let me know what you thought about this series down in the comments below. Let me know what your Hunter x Hunter journey's been. It's been fun seeing the comments on stuff as certain episodes have come out. This show has been nothing short of an absolute treat. Though I'd like to say this will probably be the longest series I ever do. I don't know, there may be one that's longer. I don't know what it will be. Maybe I'll fully commit to doing Naruto or something like that. I don't know. For right now, at least for a while, this will definitely be the longest I ever do. This show has set a new precedent for shonen for me, despite me already seeing a lot of the big shonen already. It's gonna be interesting now going back to One Piece, because I haven't fully caught up with that yet after now watching this show. I feel like I'll have more patience with One Piece now. In terms of like my favorite moments, I mean, how could I even? I mean, I guess I could save that for a Q&A, potentially answering that question, but like I can't fully tell you like what my favorite arcs overall, just because I fully just saw it as like a back-to-back story. I mean, the parts of the Chimera Ant arc were fucking unmatched, certain parts of that. I feel like overall I definitely enjoyed York New the most with the Phantom Troop, just because like that was dark, gritty. Like I fully enjoyed the Phantom Troop as antagonists and seeing our crew interact with them. I can't say I fully enjoyed this ending arc as much, just because it was two different stories with like the voting and then the Zoldyck side. I kind of wish Hisoka was more involved than what he actually ended up being, but I kind of wish we had a goodbye to him at all. But because Hisoka ultimately ended up kind of being my favorite character in this story. There will be more antics with him in the future and future arcs, I'm sure, but we need to wrap this out. I'm just going on every tangent I can think of, string it along as possible, but it's not gonna fully hit me that we're done until I fully edit this episode, but it is the end for now. We've reached the end of this journey, this long journey Gon's been on, and somehow he hasn't aged a year. He's still 12, but I'm sure time is different in this world. And I am truly a changed man after this series. The concepts in it, just men, these characters, they will stick with me for a long time. I mean, I've learned the names of basically every character in this goddamn story. That just shows you how much I care. And well, let's put an end to this, man. Enough yapping. It's been a journey, and thank you all for joining me on it. It's unforgettable. I mean, how could I forget it? Over 146 episodes of this story, and somehow it's felt too short. I want more. I do want more, but if there isn't more for an indefinite future, I'm satisfied at least seeing its ending here. And whether or not I go into the manga at some point, we'll see. I'm not going to be jumping at it immediately because I'm satisfied for now, but I look forward to seeing whatever the future holds for Hunter x Hunter and just whatever else we may get up to. But either way, this was my reaction series to Hunter x Hunter. You can now fully watch the entire series in the playlist, all 145 episodes, because one episode there was a bit of a conundrum with, but that will forever pain me with that. But you know, there's still 145 episodes you can watch in the playlist, and I hope you'll join me for many other series of the sort, be they future anime reactions, reviews, gameplay, and everything else that'll be coming out soon. So thank you all for joining me on this. I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.